What's up, guys? So some of you may have seen one of my previous videos where I went training in Phuket in Thailand, during which I visited 4 different gyms, and one of which was Tiger Muay Thai. The head coach at this gym at the time was Emilllio Urrutia, which is also known as the Honey Badger, and he's one of the top contenders in 1FC, which is like the Chinese version of the UFC. I think he's in the bantamweight currently, and he is also a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, and he's got some amazing tricks up his sleeve, such as a nasty Kimura game, which you'll see in this video. So yeah, I'm just going to take you through the role that we have during my time that I visited, and kind of narrate it at times and point out what I'm looking for, what he's looking for, and yeah, I hope you get something from it. So without further ado, let's go. So where I live currently in Korea, most of the people I roll with generally try to pass on their feet. So I was a bit surprised with Emilio approaching me on his knees. Kind of forced me out of my comfort zone a little bit. And so I elected for this high knee shield, as you can see here, which I'm not very used to. And I don't know what happens here, but he just ends up smashing that knee, and I seem pretty complacent. So I'm trying to frame and stop him from getting that crossface, but he pummels through and achieves it pretty easily. Also simultaneously stepping over my knee shield and getting into mount. So pretty terrible on my part, I must say. And he switches to side control. Immediately from here, as he switches his hips, I'm trying to go for that Marcelo push on the tricep, but he swings around quite nicely. But I managed to collect a leg during the process, luckily. But this puts me at danger for a Kimura. Now here I'm trying to keep my head to the mat to prevent him from getting my back as I sit up, but quite stupidly I forgot about the Kimura itself, and he simply sits up in side control and wrenches it on. So yeah, you know, win or you learn. Now he goes for a flying Kimura. Remember I mentioned his Kimura game, and I think I just get a bit lucky on this one and try to scramble to his back, but he also shuts that down and ends up back in side control. Now from this point, I use kind of my signature move that I've been using for quite a while now. I don't actually know what it's called, but yeah, kind of force him to go into north-south, frame with my elbow on his hip and pull down on his head, and you can reverse the position. It's a really nice technique I like to employ. And yeah, from here, back to the high knee shield, which he dismantles pretty quickly and starts to smash me again. And so from here, I'm kind of just trying to retain some form of half guard, but he quite easily dismantles that, gets straight into mount again. And I think from this point, can't remember what he goes for here, but I'm looking to survive. He's trying to triangle. Yeah, he's trying to get me in a mounted triangle, but that's one of my favorite techniques, so at least I'm conscious of that. I'm just trying to trap and roll here. That seems to fail, so I opt to flatten my leg out and try and collect his to get into half guard, but he quite easily brings that out, gets into side control, and yet again gets me in a Kimura slash, is it inverted triangle or reverse triangle, I'm not sure, but yeah, so third Kimura of the roll. As you can see, his Kimura game is pretty damn good, or my defense is pretty damn shit. It's probably more likely that. But yeah, so that was my role with Emilio. So other than his killer jiu-jitsu skills, he's also a super nice guy, really approachable, really friendly, very funny, and he was very helpful as well with like the techniques. That's what I like to see in a coach. They're super attentive with their students, you know. I'd like to see a coach that doesn't get around to everyone, because they actually get lost in the passion for describing a technique to someone and trying to get that light bulb moment to go off with them. So, and I saw that in Emilio. So I can tell he's a super good coach, and you'll be in great hands if you go to Tiger Muay Thai yourself. And yeah, he's a really nice guy. So that's my role with Emilio. Hope you liked it.